So here we are again, week 14 down, and it's an overall kilometre count of 462 Ks. So yeah, a very solid week of running again. I ran Monday to Friday and reached a maximum of 77 kilometres. And yeah, all the runs went really well. I didn't experience any sort of pain in any of my legs, which is a real positive. And all of my runs were done locally in the Adelaide Hills. I did have a couple of good challenges this week. The first one being on the Tuesday, where I had to get up at 3 a.m. To get my run in before I had to be down in the city at 6 a.m. And yeah, this was definitely a challenging experience. Getting up at 3 a.m. is, one, very unnatural for me because I'm just not used to it. And two, yeah, you're running in the complete darkness and there's no one out on the roads except for you. So that was quite nice because it is a very sort of peaceful experience when it is just you. But yeah, it was definitely a good challenge, particularly driving down to the city at about 5 a.m. I was really feeling that fatigue. Yeah, the body just isn't used to waking up at that time. So I was really feeling very tired at that stage. But yeah, my energy levels definitely did increase throughout the day, which was good. The second challenge, and definitely probably the more harder one to push through, was Friday, which I didn't really see coming. I ended up running a little later on the Friday, and I think I really experienced the lack of motivation for the first time since beginning the challenge. I think having all those weeks off with the injury, I was sort of really keen to get back to the running, and now I've sort of already been back for over a month now. I just felt a little bit of a wane in that motivation, and I sort of just had to remind myself that you just can't think about it, you just got to get the run done. And that's exactly what I did, and I felt great afterwards. And that particular run on the Friday was up Mount Barker Summit, so it really was very rewarding getting to the top just as sort of the sun's rising and getting that fantastic view, and really just reminded myself that the hardest part is always starting, but as soon as you're in momentum, yeah, the time just passes and you get it done. So yeah, it was definitely just a good reflective point in the journey so far. But yeah, that brings me to the next part of the video, and that is I wanted to ask you guys, what is a challenge that you're undertaking and how do you keep yourself motivated? Because yeah, I'm very curious about that. I think it's always an interesting thing, pushing yourself day after day, even when the motivation isn't there. So yeah, how do you do it? But yeah, that's about all I got for this one. So as always, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you on the next one.